So I made it to day 50, and I've seen a lot of comments on some of my videos in regards to the images I use as my thumbnails. Some of them are hot chicks, some of them are just a guy looking at a computer, obviously looking at porn or something like that. And some people like really got offended and said, well, maybe, I was like, well, it's supposed to make you stronger. And somebody said, well, maybe, my addiction might be a lot worse than your addiction. Maybe it's not as easy for us to look at that. But what I want to talk about today is the reality is, guys, if you live in America, if you live in any country basically now in 2016, dude, there is sex everywhere. Everywhere you look, there's sex, from billboards to TV to the internet, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, every freaking social media platform now. Sex sells the most, and it's gonna sell the most online. Not to mention this crazy thing called porn, which everybody fucking watches. So when I put a hot chick as a thumbnail, that should be a reminder to people that sex is everywhere. Everywhere you look, there's gonna be sex, and it's not going to change. So the only way to really succeed in NoFap especially is to just accept that and not to fall victim to every little image you see of every cute girl, every freaking bikini you see. You don't fucking bust a nut every time you see that shit. Get over it. There's hot girls everywhere. And when you're on NoFap, you learn how to appreciate that. You learn how to stop looking at her ass, stop looking at her tits, and look at her face, look at her smile, and appreciate things like that. If your testosterone's through the roof and you can't fucking handle yourself, then get some fucking control of yourself. Get some control of yourself. That's all it is, guys. And yeah, if I could sum up NoFap and success with NoFap in like one word, it's just control. Have control of your mind. It's all mind. Your brain, your mind is the one pulling up Pornhub and jerking off. It's nothing else but you. You're the one doing it, so you have no one to blame but yourself. And I'm not trying to sound harsh, guys, but until you can kind of back off, maybe you hit 3 days and then you relapse. Maybe you hit 5 days and you relapse. Figure out what the pattern is, what the trigger is for you to open up that website and start doing that terrible habit. Because once you figure out how to stop that trigger, then you're a success. And I've struggled. Porn is the worst. I can do NoFap, no problem. NoFap, no problem. But porn is the worst. Once you pull up porn, you're dramatically increasing your risk of relapsing. You're fucking up your brain, because porn is basically killing your testosterone, killing your brain, making you think that you can have sex with any woman at any time, anywhere. And that's the fucked up thing, And the people in the porn industry are making billions of dollars, because men like to look at that shit and it's socially acceptable to look at it. So give it up and then just enjoy the positive things in life, guys, because nothing is more negative than pulling up porn. And especially when you're bored, if you're fucking bored, immediately think of other shit to do. Go make some food, go on a bike ride, go take a hike somewhere, go drive the car, go read a book, go call a friend. Whenever you're having a trigger, do something else. Always have a backup plan for the trigger, so it's not going to pull you down that road. I live by myself and by myself a lot. I am constantly not secluded, but kind of isolated, unless I'm hanging out with friends or I'm at work. I'm by myself, and I had to really teach myself how to just occupy my time and not fall victim to triggers. So that's finding other shit to do, finding motivational things on YouTube. YouTube's great for NoFap, plenty of motivational people on there, and just constantly, avoiding the trigger. But you don't have to think about it. Just once the thought enters your mind, you just kind of ignore it, set it aside, and before you know it, you're occupying your time doing something else, and your brain's focused on other shit. So summertime's especially difficult with all these chicks out in bikinis, but hey man, just learn to accept the fact that sex is everywhere, and you will succeed. Peace.
I pretend everything is what I want it to be. I look exactly like what you had always wanted to see. When I pretend, I can forget about the criminal I am. Still in second